Hello and welcome to Sacred Symposium. This is part of my channel on YouTube where I do a channel from spirit or guides or angels or angelic beings, energy beings, etc. etc. So basically I'm a channel. I am able to connect with the other spaces, the other realms, the other worlds, the other universes, and bring information forward. So the beings who work with me come and connect and they give me information, and my job is to simply say what I'm giving in the hope that it makes some sort of sense for you. I never know what the subject is or what they're going to be talking about, but I haven't done one in a while, so I thought I'd come on today and see if I could record something that might benefit you as we're coming into the eclipse season. There's a lot of energy around, there's a lot of mixing of energy and shaking, and instability is the word that I'm hearing as well. So let's hope someone is able to come forward. I'm inviting you forward now to connect with me and to offer a little piece of guidance and wisdom to you. And we'll record it here and I'll upload it, and then you can listen to it at your convenience. You can listen to it multiple times. Often a seed might drop at one point, and then as your days or week goes on, if you listen to it again, then you may get another piece of wisdom out of it as well. So it's always good. I often myself go back over my recordings and listen to them to kind of see what was being said, what was coming across, and if that's valuable to me, or if that makes any sense or is giving me any information. So I've got my trusty little crystal here. Squeaky chair. Might swap. I've got two chairs here and I happen to sit on the one that's squeaky. What's the chances? Hopefully I won't be moving around too much. So I'm just going to connect and see if anyone is here and who wishes to come forward and speak. I'm feeling quite a lot of pressure on my shoulders now, like really, if you had tense shoulders, it just feels pressure. So some of you out there might be feeling a lot of tension. You might be feeling a lot of that heavy energy, that headachy or even heavy in the body energy, like it's like my shoulders being pushed down right now. So there's obviously an energy coming in, but it's sometimes when they're giving me these sensations, it's so I can relate to you as well, so you're able to make sense of it and see if it resonates with you in your situation, especially if you are feeling that lethargic, that heaviness in your body, particularly at this time. Okay, I'm just going to see if there's any words. How delighted we are to come forward and express ourselves once again. It has been a long time coming, we would say, as there has been a break since we have met with you. And we are very pleased to be with you and to be able to communicate once again in this fashion. There's so much that we could speak of. This one is trying to get us to focus, but there are so many elements that are available to us to contribute to you that we are having to discuss in these micro moments what it is to filter through for your best good. Seemingly you are interested in this eclipse and you're interested in all that it holds. And we would say that it holds a great transition for humanity. There is a great episode occurring which is unveiling much for humanity to witness. These cosmic alignments are really important in the cosmos, in the universes. They are timed to perfection, and they are a real recording of the transition and the cycle, the cycling of your planets and its moon. As with all celestial events, there are powers behind these events. You are seeing one facet, you are witnessing one facet. But if you can imagine a kaleidoscope or a glitter ball, there are panels upon panels upon panels, and therefore levels upon levels upon levels of experiencing or activations, we would say, with regards to an event that you would witness as a singular event or a close event or a calendar event. We would say that the power of it is far-reaching. The power of it is multidimensional. And so it does not come with simplicity. We would say it comes with a great, you may say, technical advancement or restrictive elements in order to develop and express the forthcoming energies which are flooding onto your earth. There is a degree of accessibility during these times, an evidential energetic frequency shift, and as such the mother, the earth herself, has a resounding cataclysmic polar dynamic reconstitution. We would say that much will occur and nothing will occur. So from your perspective, it may be that the lights dim a little and you get on with your day. But if you can for a moment travel back to your ancestral lines, to the beings who birthed you centuries and centuries ago, where the stars and the solar system was a pivotal point in their understanding of life itself, and was a recording of many of the celestial experiences of realms and beings, to which we would say, allow yourself, despite your modern attitudes, to connect to that ancestral part within you, that ancient part within you, that knows of the cosmos, of the majesty of the universe out there, the world out there, that is so big, beyond your comprehension. Notice it for a second. Notice it and bring it into your heart. Because there is much transforming and much that you're missing out on should you simply brush this off like it's a bulletin, a news bulletin that is tomorrow old news. What we will say is The space odyssey that is occurring is setting up new foundations of energy, which you can feel now. If you honor your truth, you can feel it now. You can feel it in your body and your bones. And it is something which you have rejected and something which you have refused to look at until now. But here at this eclipse, we are asking you to look at it. We are asking you to see beyond your immediate locality. We're asking you to stretch your mind to the heavens. We're asking for you to take in the vastness of the world that you live in, not just the earth, the entire experience of the cosmos, the universe, the multiverse, the multidimensional realms, the other side and this side that you are on. Take it all in, because it's all yours to experience now. It did not just come here to have a simplified, earthbound, dragging your human body through its stages existence. You came to absorb all of it while you were stood on the earth. You came to open up to all of it while you are present on the ground. You came to be available to all that it had to deliver to you while you were a receiver and therefore an active participant in this magical time. If you are here witnessing this, whether you see it with your own eyes or just know it to be happening, you are participating in a very special time. The influence of this is far-reaching. There is no need for you to feel overwhelmed. We have plans in place. We have steps we are taking. There is much to benefit humanity from these upgraded frequencies. There is much to be understood and to be wowed from seeing and having these experiences. But more than a vision, more than a witnessing, they are fundamentally rewiring your world. Access points like these are used by many. We, bringers of the light, do our best to proceed into this time space with as much love and high frequency as possible. There are other elements who use these portals in a more destructive fashion because they are shadows that can be taken advantage of. And we would say that it is vastly important, not just to us but to ourselves, to maintain that vibration, that purity, that intellectual consciousness, understanding that to pivot it to an angle of positivity and devotion and majestic of power. Means that you're tuning into the right vibration, the right volume. You are switched on at the right level and you are able to receive. Because we need more of you to be tuned into that level in order for the Machiavellian energies to be pushed aside. You have often in your world two sides, and that continues in space. That continues to be evident in the cosmos. It is much more seen. There's less hiding ability. Many energies are called out on their mischievousness. There's no hiding in the corner, under the stairs. There is a visibility which cannot be denied in the higher realms for all. And so we want you to acquiesce to the higher vibrations in order to eliminate and detract and redirect anything that wishes to come via the shadow. The earth is going through a great deal right now. The people on the earth who have suffered constantly since day dot. There are things that you cannot even imagine. Now when you see your destructive nature, you cannot even imagine how incredibly worse it would have been in your histories. But you're at a level now where you can see that this is not how you wish to continue. You can see a fault in this. You can see that this is of no benefit to the evolution. This is of no benefit to the rearing of your young. This is of no benefit to you living a good life, living well, sharing community, being there for one another, heartfelt societies. You can see what is wrong with that picture. The picture which is causing you pain, the picture which is purging, which is showing to you the dysfunction. The dysfunction occurs for many reasons, and so just hitting the dysfunction is not enough. And that is why the truth is always one back to love, back to joy, back to compassion, back to forgiveness, back to living a better life, back to loving your neighbor, back to helping others. How can you expect an individual who is in a destructive storm, who is lost in the clouds of heaviness, who is turning in his mind into a destroyer of liberation, a destroyer of freedom, a destroyer of love, a destroyer of respect, a destroyer of life? How do you reach that being without crucifying that being? Therefore, there needs to be work. There needs to be an understanding of what has brought that to its head. As with everything, putting a plaster on the wound will take time to heal. But it is in no way efficient if that person goes out and doesn't move that brick that they tripped over, or doesn't cut back that hedge that they brushed against, or doesn't walk into that wall that they walked into, or doesn't allow themselves to be beaten down again by putting themselves in the same situation, the same environment, the same gathering. Often people seek solace because the world has been hard to them, and their way of healing their wounds and protecting themselves from receiving more wounds is to create a safe space. But then that can hide away the light of that being, that can hide away the power of that being, the gifts that that being has to bring. So it is time to see beyond that and to see the obstructions, to see the underlying reasons, to see the foundations that the problem was built on. It is only in addressing the symptoms, it is only in addressing the root cause that the symptoms will disappear. We can put a band-aid over it, of course. You will have seen that many times, and the next thing is on your television screen, and we've forgotten about that other war, and we're on a new one. And then something happens and we recover that to a degree, and then we move on. But the land and the people still have that energy bubbling up, still have belief systems that need to be readdressed. It is incredible to us, the power of the mind and how it is used for destructive purposes. How belief is commanded of individuals, demanded of individuals, without any source of understanding or experience. You understand the analogy of sheep following along. And that is often the case, and that is why those incredible individuals have taken themselves to being more quiet, because they are not sheep. They are not running with the dominant pattern. They are holding space, they are holding firm, they are holding their position, they are holding the light, because they are aware that destructiveness comes in many guises, and the damage that anger can also do. And so the reasons behind each individual's level of participation in whatever is going on in the world is very much dependent on their ability to connect to the light. We know you won't like that. It is fundamental to understand that your world is a world made of light, and it is created and experienced by you. Life continues either way, whether you stay on this plane or you leave this plane. You never die. There is emotion that winning resolves everything. Even winning for the side of the good resolves everything. But as long as there is continued separation, division, manipulation, shaming, belittling, violence, negative attitudes to people because they reside somewhere, because they have a belief different to yours, because they have a skin color different to yours, because they have a hair color different to yours, because they speak a little differently to you. So many ways you can feel divided, which can lead to the separation, which can lead to closing that gap, which can lead to my survival. In your eyes you think, I must survive. I must make sure I live. What does that mean for you? There is a depth to this that many will get. There's a depth to this that many will not. But to say that we are observing, we are doing our utmost to let the transformative energies come to the planet in order to resolve this old game. We are mindful of the changes in technology and how your world is going to look very, very different. And we would say that your world is looking very, very different. And if you can for a moment, address your own frequency, your own vibration, your own spiritual nature. You'll realize that that was your one job. Everything else is in addition. We are not saying neglect other things that you are passionate about, or that you want to get involved in, or that you feel you want to express while you're here. But it will be done all the better if you align with the truth of you and you soldier on with that grain of truth held within. That grain, that seed which will grow and assist your development, showing and sharing with others how the world can be better while you're still here. energy needs to change in these places. There are many places where there is a clearing of energy and also imbalance. Fundamentally, to bring the world together, just like it was when you had your moments back in 2020. It takes a worldwide focus to garner momentum, to move this energy, shift this energy, blow this energy out of the way. This is what's happening, and it is painful. And those of the old world are having trouble letting go. We are hoping that there will be a great, powerful, stream of consciousness which will pour forward during this eclipse. Your life is very fragile. You're on a world which is shaking, which is traveling at super speeds, which is rotating at incredible speeds, moving through space. You are on a planet moving in space. You look out there and you see worlds and you think, well, how could anything exist out there? And yet you, to them, are existing out there. You are on that blue planet existing. And they look at the blue planet and think, how could anything so complex and myopic be existing in that planet of blue and green? And yet, look at us. Look at the humanity. Humanity has so many complexities. It is the complex nature that you can't imagine for anywhere else. How can you not imagine that for anywhere else when it is your world, spinning on its axis, shooting through the cosmos, surrounded by your sun, which is a humongous star, and your moons and the planets, and you think your world is huge and vast, and it is tiny in comparison to what is out there. And we are out there, and we are here, and we are all. Forgive us if we have not come across clearly. Forgive us if we have not expressed ourselves in any way that is meaningful. But we hope that you are able to see that within your humanness, you are majestic, you are angelic, you are creator beings who have power to come together now and finally break free of the chains, break free of the insolence, break free of the drudgery and the slavery that has held you to account in all aspects of your life, all aspects of your life. freedom, liberation. These are the attributes of your year 2024. And with that, we will step back and leave you in peace to digest and allow this energy to have grounded you, to have settled your system, to have responded to your question. We are thankful for your listening ears. Thank you. We will step back. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know if you'll find that helpful. I don't know what you'll think of that at all. But as I say, my role is simply to channel the information, say what is coming through, in the hopes that some of it reaches you somewhere in your consciousness, somewhere in your energy body. It feels as if there is, again, just like awakening occurring. So watch this space. Thank you very much. Today is Saturday, the 6th of April. I wish you a wonderful weekend, a wonderful eclipse, and I'm so glad to be back doing this and having my space back again. So more to come. If there's anything you want to suggest, anything you'd like me to do, you can just leave a comment below. Leave a comment below if it resonated. My details are on there as well. You can contact me via the website, you can contact me via email, and any questions or suggestions I'm open to receive. So I'm here and I'm doing this in service. There's no charge. I'm just offering these readings and these communications is the word that's coming in order, again, so I can practice and I can bring through the information, but also that it may help some of you. And there seems to be, I mean, isn't there all over YouTube just this new surge in channelers, in mediums, and people talking about this change in life and getting rid of cash and this coins and the AI and the crash and the depression and then we've got all the psychological things going on, all the physical things going on, the neurological things going on, and the weather, the land, the oceans, the food. There's just so much happening right now. So this is something which helps us navigate through that so we can bring the best forward to enhance our own lives and the lives of those around us. Okay, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.